put your hands together for somebody you're all waiting to see, Mr. Ben Turk. I gave it a little extra. And he's... You got it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I wish I got you.
Sorry. Thank you, Barbara, for that awesome introduction. Woo, how you guys doing tonight? All right, this is awesome. Comedy on a Tuesday, I love it. So, all right, guys, thanks for coming out. How about a hand for Amy, huh? She did a fucking great job. That's pretty awesome. And Barbara's the best, of course. So, all right, guys, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ben, and I'm from the suburbs, and I live in the city now. Lived in Queens for a long time, now I live in Manhattan. And tonight, we're going to share a little bit, and we're going to heal, okay? Hopefully we'll all heal together. So let's let the healing begin. So anyway, I've been struggling recently with a little bit of a weight problem. For those of you who don't know me. Actually, recently, over the last year, I lost like 20 pounds, but this jacket doesn't, thank you very much. This jacket doesn't quite fit yet, I have a ways to go. But I wonder, like, how did I put on so much weight? And I actually blame CVS, okay? I do. And hear me out here. You guys know about the CVS self-checkout machine? You guys know about this? You know, Dwayne Reed, you still have to, like, talk to someone and they ring you up, but at CVS, you just go in there and you're anonymous. You know, at first I was like, what do I work here? Like, I gotta do this? But now it's like, oh, this is awesome. So when I lived in Queens, I was basically all alone out there, and it was like me and the CVS self-checkout machine. So I come back from the city, like drunk, you know, and I just go into CVS and I just load up on garbage, just like everything, like Ben & Jerry's, like popcorn, like so everything you're not supposed to eat, like the first stuff you're supposed to cut out in any diet, that's all I would get, like. And it got pretty bad, but you know, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that anymore because like the way technology is going, everything's getting personalized. You know, pretty soon I'm gonna walk in there, they're gonna minority report my ass. They're gonna like scan my retina. They're gonna know who I am. They're gonna know I'm Jewish. They're gonna read my DNA, and the CVS machine is gonna start talking to me like my mother. It's gonna be like, Benjamin, so here for another late night, huh? Little Ben & Jerry's, little chunky monkey, little New York super fudge chunk. Ooh, what else you got? You got some popcorn here? You gonna make it a blockbuster night too? All by yourself? Maybe another Sex in the City marathon? I don't know, you know? How come you never called that girl your daddy wanted to hook you up with? Anyway, but hopefully it won't come to that soon. But no, it got really bad. About a year and a half ago, a good buddy of mine, my friend Joe, actually, he set up a fat intervention for me. I don't know if anyone here has ever had a fat intervention. It's pretty embarrassing. It's not like a cool intervention. It's not like a cocaine intervention, you know? It's like I was just fat. Like I just was eating constantly, like no self-control, you know? Like, but no, my friends were pretty cool about it. You know, I guess they really do care about me. But when they had the intervention, like it was pretty fucked up. They didn't even bring any food, so I just walked out. I was like, but anyway, no. But living in Queens didn't make dating any easier. When I moved in the city a couple years ago, but I remember one night I was out in Manhattan, and I'm talking to this really cute girl. It's called Mara, okay? So I'm talking to Mara. You know, it's going pretty well. We're flirting with each other. We're like, you know, where are you from originally? What do you do? Yada, yada, yada. We get to where do you live, and at the time I lived in Sunnyside, Queens. So I tell her that, and all of a sudden she starts looking at her watch, you know, looking around. For a split second, someone's like, hey, Ben, turn around. By the time I turn back, she's gone. There's like skid marks on the floor. I'm like, where the hell did she go? Jesus Christ. Another quick story. So I used to date this girl, Ashley. This really cute, half Italian, half Jewish girl, nice little pizza bagel. And she lived all the way in friggin', she lived in Staten Island, you know? Anyone here actually from Staten Island? Sure. Yeah, one person in the back there? Yeah? How long did it take you to get here? Anyway, I think there were like 5 other people, they're stuck on the Verrazano somewhere, like, I don't know, like Staten Island's funny, you know? It's like the redhead stepchild of the boroughs. But even she didn't like coming to Queens. I'm like, you live all the way in freaking Staten Island. Like, what the hell is this? Like, I don't know. People are crazy. But no, I think there's like a pecking order of like dating in the city, you know? Like, and it depends on where you live, right? So the top's Manhattan, right? Then there's like the outer boroughs, like Brooklyn and Queens. You know, there's living at home with your parents. Like, that sucks. Then there's being homeless, like, God forbid. And then there's living in Staten Island. If you're living in Staten Island, like, I'm sorry. Another funny thing with dating I found is that, like the men we have to go to the women. You know, like the women could be anywhere. You know, one time I was in college, I like used to take road trips to like hook up with girls in other states and stuff. You know, it's funny, like guy be on the phone with a girl and be like, oh, you know, where you at, baby? And she'll be, she'll be like, I'm feeling kind of lazy. Like, you want to come here tonight? Be like, where you at, Pluto? Be there in 20. Boom. You know? So that's a thing. You know, I don't mind it though. You know, we're men. We're men, right? We gotta travel. We gotta do what we gotta do. So anyway, switching gears here. Whew. I want to vent a little bit about Facebook. Is that okay? Okay with you guys? A little Facebook vent. I'm not even going to ask. Obviously, everyone here is on Facebook. Is anyone here not on Facebook? Do I see? Show of hands? No? Okay. Anyway, so I feel like lately, like, Facebook has been talking to me. It's very strange. It's like the other day I logged in, and it was like, you know, I'm at work. I'm like, oh, what's going on? You know, so I log in, and Facebook's like, hey, Ben. Remember that girl you couldn't get hard for a couple of years ago? She just had her second baby. Have a nice day. Thanks, Facebook. And now, like, my mom's on Facebook, too, which is, like, even worse. Anyone here with parents on Facebook? Yeah? I'm the only one? All right, one person? Okay. This is like a nightmare, you know? My mom's on Facebook. So I get these phone calls from my dad. My dad called me, Benjamin, what's up, Dad? Mom was on Facebook the other day. Oh, great. What's up? So, looks like Day is engaged. Day is my ex-girlfriend. Thanks a lot, Dad. Needed to know that. We heard she's doing really well. How would you even know? Mom had lunch with her last week. Oh, awesome. Thanks a lot, Dad. But another thing about Facebook, like, I'm getting really sick of people posting their newborn babies on Facebook. Yeah, right? Like, what the hell's up with it? I don't need to see your wife's vagina goop on my newsfeed, okay? I don't need to see it. Like, can we at least cut the fucking umbilical cord first before we, like, whore our own children out for likes and validation? Like, enough is enough. Like, I'm sick of it. Like, I can't take this. And now, the likes don't even mean anything. Like, Zuckerberg changed the button. They fucking genius. Like, now it's like the love button. You notice this? I don't even care about likes anymore. I'm like, how many loves did I get, you know? And I see myself... I see myself posting on Facebook, like I watch my, I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Like I walk around all day, like looking at things and thinking, I wonder how many likes I can get from a picture of that. Or like I'll have a thought and be like, how many likes I get? Like this, it's like a fucking slot machine of validation. It's like, you know, you roll the dice. It's like, I got an idea, I'm gonna post something, you know? Okay, all right. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna check it. I don't care. I don't care if anyone likes it. Whatever. Go back to work for a few hours. A couple hours later, I'm like, hi, what happened to that post? Oh my god, how many people? I actually read through all the likes. Like I see who I'm like, John like, oh fuck John. John likes all my shit. Like whatever. Dave like, oh Dave's awesome, cool. How about that girl I'm trying to fuck? Did she like it? Yeah, so Facebook's fun. But speaking of the internet, anyone here looking for love on the apps, on the web? Anybody? Round of applause. Yeah, all right. In all the wrong places. Nice. It's tough out there, but I'm gonna tell you a quick story. So I hear these horror stories from my friends. So one of my girlfriends, Sabrina, just to clarify, she's not my actual, I don't have a girlfriend. If I had a girlfriend, I would be up here doing this shit. But my friend Sabrina, she posts these like horror stories of like messages she gets from like OkCupid or whatever, like Tinder. So one she posted the other day, like took the cake. Some guy wrote to her, first time ever. First communication between two human beings, okay? Just to set the stage here. And the guy goes, can I be your toilet bowl? Can I be your toilet bowl? That's a fucking, it's may I be your toilet bowl, okay? Don't knock until you try it, alright guys? Speaking of me being a pervert, I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story. So, we're gonna take you guys back in time here to high school, okay? So when I was in high school, at the time I was 15 years old, I had a huge crush on this girl, Vanessa. Okay, this girl was so cute. And we were lab partners. You guys remember lab? Like science lab, like Bunsen burners and shit. Like we did all these experiments, so we'd sit next to each other. So we were together like all the time. And someone's like, where's this going? So anyway, I was very fortunate growing up. My parents had a pool in the backyard, so sometimes I'd have friends over, we'd do these little pool parties. Come to think of it, that's probably the only reason I had friends over. But anyway, so one time Vanessa was over with some friends, and it's really fucked up. She, after everyone left, okay, I go into my bedroom, and lo and behold, what do I find? Vanessa had left her panties in my bedroom. Her used panties, okay? Used panties. Like, picture this, okay? I'm 15 years old. I'm like a fucking walking hormone, okay? My high school crush leaves her used pen. It was like finding the Holy Grail. It's like, holy shit. So my buddies at the time were like, well, what'd you do with the panties? What'd I do with the panties? What didn't I do with the panties? I fucking smelled them, licked them, put them on my head, did my homework for a few hours, fucking put them on, went to the mall, went shopping, like, fucking stuffed them into a ball, put them in my mouth, like, jerked off, like, oh my, it was the best fucking moment of my life. I think that was one of the best moments of my life, like, finding Vanessa's panties. To this day, she doesn't even know this. We're actually Facebook. Are we recording? I'm definitely sending this to her. Actually, before the show, I messaged her. I was like, do you mind if we use your name in the show? She's like, yeah, that'd be so flattering. I'm like, no problem. She has no idea what the joke is. Anyway, so speaking of jerking off, so I have a really old iPad that I got. It's like, remember the iPad 2, 2011, okay? But every year it gets slower, you know, with the updates. It's Apple, they're like geniuses. Anyway, so I had to get a new one. So I go to the Apple store, and I'm like looking around. And now there's like 100 different, you know, models and sizes and speeds, whatever. So I go up to one of these like genius girls, okay? And normally these genius girls are like kind of dorky. This one's actually kind of cute, you know, a little intimidating, you know, like brains and beauty, whatever. So I go up to her, I'm like, so I need a little help, you know, I need a new iPad. You know, which one should I get? So she's like, I swear to God, she goes, so what are the primary activities you'll be using your iPad for? I was like, what? I swear to God, my face turned bright red. I was like, see you later. I was like, turn on left. Like, I'll buy it online, it's cool. Like, what kind of fucking question is that? Who uses the iPad for anything else? Does anyone here use the iPad? Oh, I make music, I read the news. Fuck you, it's a fucking jerk-off machine. Holy shit. Steve Jobs has spilled more seed from the fucking iPad than Helena Troy and Janet Jameson combined, alright? I guarantee it. Holy shit, that was a fun day. Whew. Oh my god. What else do I want to talk to you guys about? So, no, but not seriously though, like enough messing around. I'm 37 now, and it's like, all right, Ben, it's time to settle down, you know? Like, enough's enough of this messing around. So, you know, and I go on dates now, and like these women can't believe that I've never been married. They're like, you're 37, you've never been married? I'm like, no, like, so I'm like, maybe it's better if I was divorced. Like, then at least I convinced like one person in this world to like spend the rest of their life with me. At least for a while, anyway. No, but speaking of divorce, this is actually really sad. So a buddy of mine, my buddy, he asked me Dave, we'll call him Dave, okay? Dave, my buddy Dave, okay, so 3 years ago, he had this like over-the-top, like ridiculous Russian Jewish wedding, okay? Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I don't know how much they spent, but it was a lot. And then we took him out too. Like, we went down to New Orleans, we did a crazy bachelor party. It was so much fun, actually. Crazy steak dinners, you know, like, I imagine what the women spent on this, like the bride. I know it's like more expensive for girls. But, so anyway, so he's going through a divorce, and it's really messed up, and they're fighting all the time, and, you know, so he calls me up all distraught, and he's like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do, like, you know, she hasn't come home in weeks, you know, it's like really sad. He's like, I don't even know what to say to her anymore, she's yelling at me, so I'm trying to think, like, what do I say to him, like, make him feel better, you know, so, excuse me, so I'm like, Dave, I'm like, so how's it work with like all the money we spent? Like, do you write me a check or like, do you want to Venmo me the money? Like, you want Chase Quick Pay? I'm sorry, fuck him, all right? 3 years. Come on, guys, 3 years. Put a little more effort into this. I don't know. That's just me. I'm one and done. Okay, I don't believe in divorce. I'm getting married. If I'm gonna be miserable the rest of my life, I'm gonna be fucking miserable. It's really easy to say now that I've never been married. But anywho, let me tell you another war story. So this one's kind of funny. So another friend of mine, who shall remain nameless, let's call him Steve. We'll go for Steve here. He may or may not be in the audience right now. So Steve dated this girl a few years ago who billed herself as a progressive girl, okay? I'm progressive. So they went all over town splitting dates, okay? She picked, you know, they split the check everywhere, and it was really great. Like, you know, Steve saved a lot of money, and you know, they split these dates. Anyway, so long story short, you know, it didn't work out, and like a year into the relationship, they break up, and one day in the mail, I still can't believe this, Steve gets a fucking bill from the girl with every date that she paid for, an itemized bill. They remember that shit! They remember that shit! Don't ever let a girl pay for you, all right? They fucking remember. Italian, Thai, like fucking every single date, okay? Girl says she's progressive, fucking run, okay? Run. Be a man, take a girl out, you pay, okay? I'm old school, I don't know, like, I meet a girl, I take her out, I pay, that's it, like. Anyway, but speaking of old school, no, sometimes I think like I'm a bit of a dinosaur in today's dating landscape, which is why I really need to settle down. Like, for another example, I met a girl out at a bar the other night, and so, I get her number, so a few days later I call her up, and I'm like, hey, what's up, this is Ben from the bar. She's like, who is this? I'm like, this is Ben. She's like, Ben, what the fuck? From the bar? She's like, I just fucking met you, why are you fucking calling me? Like, fucking text me, like, what is this? What is this, emergency? What, do you wanna fucking marry me? Like, fucking text me again. Like, okay, bye, like, apparently you can't call anyone anymore. I didn't get the memo, like, I don't know. And then I was on an app, one of these J apps. Any Jews here? Like, alright, here we go. Okay, so any app that starts with the letter J, just stay the fuck away from it, alright? The craziest girls are on all these J, not you guys paid for to see me, you guys are cool. On this app, and I meet this girl Allison, so I'm like flirting with this girl Allison. So I'm like, hey Allison, like, what do you do for a living, And she's like, oh, I'm a recruiter for a staffing agency. So I'm like, oh, cool. I'd like to show you my total compensation package, LOL. So she was smart, so she actually wrote back, she goes, sorry to inform you, but my position's already been filled, winky face. I was like, touche, Allison, touche. Whew. Yeah, that was fun. No, speaking of the Jewish girls, I love the Jewish girls, I really do. And at the end of the day, like, I have to marry Jewish, like gotta keep the flame burning, whatever, light unto the nation, whatever, all that shit, keep it going, And as a guy, like, I'm locked into this one gene pool of crazy women. Like, I can't get out of it, because in Judaism, like, the kid's religion takes after the mother. So, like, I have to pick one of them. Like, I'm trapped, like, help me. So actually, I tried to get out of this cage last year. I was like, that's it, I can't take it anymore. So I signed up for ChristianMingle.com. I did this, I swear to God, it was awesome. So my screen name was I Love Christ 79. And I was really honest, I'm a Jewish guy looking for something different, whatever. Must be willing to convert, But I got some funny responses. I actually met some really nice people. Like, one girl wrote me, and she goes, I couldn't believe this. She goes, I knew all the good ones are Jewish. Excuse me? I've never heard that before in my life. You'll never hear a Jewish girl say that, Jewish girl says something like, oh, what do you do? Honestly, after a while, like, I couldn't take it. They were too nice to me. Like, these Christian girls, they're too nice. Anyone here Christian? Any Christians here? You guys are lucky. Yeah, all right, it's good for you. Nice people, holy shit. No, actually, I couldn't take it anymore. It was so boring. They were, like, too nice. I need the abuse, I need the overbearing, the constant, the nagging. Like, I miss that. Like, so anyway, I couldn't tell. I got off the Christian Mingle, but anywho, you guys have been a lot of fun. Thanks a lot.